What happens when a heated NBA playoff game turns into a war of willpower, trash talk, and clutch moments? This isn't just about basketball. It's a real-life lesson in never giving up, no matter how tough things get. From fights on the court to last-second heroics, this game will leave you speechless. And the message behind it? It might just change the way you look at your own life. Watch till the end. This one's powerful. In this playoff battle, everything was on the line. Tensions were high, emotions even higher. The Warriors were back home in San Francisco, and they had Jimmy Butler returning after missing the last game. That gave the team and the crowd a boost right from the start. But things didn't begin the way anyone expected. Draymond Green, not known for his shooting, suddenly hit two big three-pointers to surprise everyone. The arena lit up, and just moments later, Buddy Hield made a huge defensive play that led to another score. It felt like the Warriors were ready to take over. But this game wasn't just about basketball. It was about pride. It was about who wanted it more. Soon we saw pushing, shoving, and trash talk. Draymond even tried to get inside the Rockets' team huddle. That's how fired up he was. From the first minute, you could feel it. This wasn't going to be a normal game. This was going to be a war. And that's what life is sometimes too. Not about being the most talented, but being the most ready to fight, the most ready to respond. That's the energy the Warriors brought. And it's the kind of energy you need in your own life. As the first quarter went on, the game got more and more intense. It wasn't just about points anymore. It was about pride, ego, and sending a message. And right in the middle of the chaos were two of the biggest personalities in the league, Jimmy Butler and Dillon Brooks. These two were not just playing hard, they were going at each other. At one point, they were standing face to face, shouting, clearly not talking about friendly things. The crowd was loving it. This wasn't basketball. It was war. This was personal. The pushing and shoving really began when Dillon Brooks tried to rip the ball from Steph Curry after a foul. That's not something you normally see in the NBA. It looked more like street basketball. Then, during a scramble for a loose ball, Draymond Green accidentally stepped on Ian's head. Things were getting out of control. Players were on the floor, grabbing, pulling. Draymond even had a technical and a flagrant foul, but still managed to stay in the game. He smiled like nothing was wrong. That's the kind of crazy energy he brings to the court. But the real shift happened when Jimmy Butler stepped into the enforcer role. He had enough. He walked up to Dillon Brooks and told him exactly what he thought. Right to his face. Whatever Jimmy said must have hit hard, because just a few plays later, Butler fouled Brooks hard in the open court. It was definitely a flagrant foul, but the refs didn't even review it. Brooks was clearly shaken. He missed both free throws after that. Jimmy didn't just score, he got inside Brooks's head. That's a different kind of power. This whole part of the game wasn't about talent, it was about mental toughness. It was about who could take the hits and still keep going. That's something we can all learn from. Life will try to throw you off. People will test you, emotions will rise. But like Jimmy, you have to stay locked in. Stand up for yourself. Don't back down when someone tries to shake your confidence. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Because sometimes winning isn't just about numbers. It's about sending a message. You won't break me. After all the drama in the first half, the second half began with a bang. The Warriors came out of the locker room like a brand new team. They were faster, sharper, and full of energy. Steph Curry started hitting shots. Jimmy Butler was attacking the basket, and the whole team was moving like a machine. They made 7 out of their first 8 shots in the third quarter. In just a few minutes, they turned a 7-point deficit into a double-digit lead. The crowd went wild. You could feel the momentum shift. It was like watching a storm hit the Rockets. But Houston wasn't ready to give up. Their coach made a smart move by bringing in Steven Adams and sitting Jalen Green. Adams changed everything. His strength inside the paint made it hard for the Warriors to score near the basket. On the offensive end, he helped his team get second-chance points. That's when Fred VanVleet started heating up again. The Warriors were busy stopping the big men inside, so Fred was left open on the perimeter, and he made them pay. He kept hitting 3 after 3. And then came Alperen Şengün. The Turkish big man was a problem all night. He was too skilled and too powerful for Golden State's smaller defenders. He scored 11 of his 31 points in the third quarter alone. He kept fighting, kept pushing, and brought Houston right back into the game. Just like that, the game was tied again. But one player wasn't ready to let Houston take over: Brandon Pageski. After scoring 0 points in Game 2 due to illness, he came alive. He hit big threes and brought hustle energy on both ends of the court. He had 26 points, and every single one mattered. With Curry having a quiet night, it was Brandon who stepped up and reminded us all: when one leader is tired, someone else must rise. That's a message for life too. Even when the spotlight isn't on you, be ready. Stay prepared. Because when your moment comes, you've got to deliver, just like Brandon did. As the game moved into the final quarter, it became clear this was going to be a battle until the very last second. Both teams were fighting for every possession. Neither side wanted to give an inch. The Rockets, led by Fred VanVleet and Alperen Şengün, kept attacking. Fred hit his 8th three-pointer of the night to tie the game once again. Şengün kept scoring in the paint like a true warrior, finishing strong against tough defenders. He had 31 points, and every one of them was earned through pure effort and toughness. But the Warriors didn't panic. They stayed calm. Jimmy Butler, quiet for a while, came back in the fourth and scored 14 of his 27 points when it mattered the most. He made smart moves, hit big shots, and even grabbed a huge rebound over the stronger Steven Adams. It showed how important mindset is. You don't always have to be the biggest. You just have to want it more. The game was so close that every small detail mattered. A missed free throw, a late rotation, one extra pass, it could decide the winner. In the final seconds, Curry missed a floater, and the Rockets had one last chance. They gave the ball to Şengün, but his shot didn't fall. Jimmy grabbed the rebound, got fouled, and calmly made both free throws to seal the win. That's what champions do. They don't let pressure shake them. They stay focused, even when the world is watching. This game wasn't just about points or stats, it was about courage, about never backing down. And if you're going through something tough in life right now, remember this game. Keep pushing. Stay locked in. Your moment to rise will come. Just be ready when it does. This game was more than just basketball. It was a lesson in life. It showed us that success isn't always about talent or luck. It's about heart, fight, and how you respond when things get tough. Jimmy Butler, even after all the chaos and physical play, stayed strong and led his team when it mattered. Brandon Pageski, after being sick and invisible in the last game, came back and gave it his all. Even Fred VanVleet and Şengün, though they lost, fought like true warriors. That's what makes sports beautiful. It teaches us that no matter how hard life hits you, you can hit back harder. You may be down today, but with focus and belief, you can rise tomorrow. When one leader falls, someone else must step up. And when pressure comes, don't run, face it. So whether you're chasing a dream, fighting through failure, or just trying to stay motivated, remember this game. Use it as fuel. Let it remind you that the battle is won not by the strongest, but by the most determined. Keep grinding, keep believing, and one day, your buzzer-beater moment will come. So, what can we learn from this? Life is just like this game, full of ups and downs, surprises, and tough moments. Sometimes you win big, sometimes you get knocked down. But what matters most is how you respond. Do you give up, or do you fight harder? Jimmy Butler, Brandon Pageski, and even the Rockets players showed us that it's not about being perfect. It's about showing heart, staying focused, and never backing down when it counts. That same mindset can help you in school, work, or life. Every day is a new chance to rise, to fight, to win. So take that first step. Stay ready. Your moment is coming. If this story inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, champions are made when no one is watching. Thanks for watching, my friends. If you felt inspired by this story, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who needs a push, and hit that subscribe button for more powerful stories like this. Remember, every great comeback starts with belief. Keep going, keep growing, and never give up. Your time is coming. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay strong, stay focused, and always play the game of life like a champion. Peace out.